Marvel Rivals has been out for a few months already, and with that said, a lot of new players are coming in, and some of the players that have already been playing the game since day one are also finding out new things about the characters. And I'm going to use myself as an example right there. Disclaimer, I'm Puerto Rican, and Puerto Ricans are known to not read instructions, which is exactly what I do in video games. I don't read instructions. I just pick up a character or something and I play with it until I feel even more intrigued and interested to learn about the character. Typically, I'm the one that picks up Punisher for the team when the team needs heavy damage in order to control a Groot that's punishing our team and walling us off constantly. If you see a good Groot, automatically pick up a Punisher. Suck up your pride, stop playing your main character, and help out your goddamn team and pick up that Punisher. It'll make your life a lot easier, because at the end of the day, getting your character's ego hurt is not gonna hurt as much as an L. And if you get the dub, you get the rank, and the ego stays intact. After being completely annihilated by another Punisher on a mounted sentry while I was taking cover, I found out that the Punisher's turret has explosive rounds, meaning if you shoot that thing at the floor or anywhere within the vicinity of two players, it will create AoE damage. This dude shot at me behind a wall by shooting at the floor of the door's entrance while I was taking cover and eliminated me. This is something that I do heavily now. Punisher is supposed to create pressure and at the same time give your team space, which is great when you're being pocketed by a rocket, by the way. Rocket is super vital, especially if you're on comms, because the way that I play with my rocket is that whenever I'm done with the sentry, throw me that infinite ammo speed up, I am destroying that Doctor Strange shield one way or another. Or I'm becoming a lumberjack and taking down Groot. But yes, you don't need to aim with Punisher's turret. Shoot at the floor, even if they're not peeking. Just let that thing rip. Screw your accuracy. Who cares? You're buying your team time. That's what you do with Punisher, on top of punishing the enemy, of course. If you're playing Punisher on defense, you might be doing this incorrectly. And if you're already doing this, congratulations to you for being smart. You're essentially taking what's supposed to be a brain-dead hero and playing, instead of checkers, chess with this character. Although the Punisher can be a good character on offense, primarily, I see him mostly as a defensive type of character. And when you're playing defense, especially on convoy maps, you have to preemptively be thinking 2 to 3 steps ahead about who's got ult charge, who you're tank busting, and of course, because your only way of movement is your zip line, where your zip lines are already located at before you get pushed. Sometimes it's the simplest of things that will end up preventing you from dying early on in the game and getting you that win. Because if you go Punisher, the team is expecting you to live by that name. You're there to punish whoever is pushing that payload or trying to jump on the point. Your zip lines on defense, especially on payload maps, are a good escape route. So preemptively, have an escape route just in case you get pushed. Don't wait till the last second to throw down a zip line that you might end up throwing in a spot that might just put you at a disadvantage. With Punisher on defense especially, plan your routes ahead of time. You do not want to be a stationary Punisher, meaning you do not want to be staying in the exact same spot or area will make you predictable and you're going to be prone to getting dove on. Every other push, you want to be at a different spot or have a different escape route. And in a way, when you're on a convoy map and you're on defense, it's kind of like preemptively kiting the opponent into what's essentially called a kill zone. So if you think about a kite, you got the string and you got the kite itself. The kill zone is the kite itself. The string, that's your incoming fire or your line of sight. And ultimately, the person who's flying the kite or controlling the kite or controlling the pace of the game is you, the person. So fly that kite.